So hey Courtney, how's it going? Where are you calling from today?
Portland, my house.
Oh, you're in Portland. That's so rad.
It got hot in like 2002. It started to get kind of woo, Portland, and then by 2010 it was like Portlandia then blew it up
Yes.
to outrageous proportions. So
Do love that show. So
I've only seen a couple of them. One was super funny. One was a really accurately funny idea about how completely absurd the recycling has gotten around here. No, that's only on every other Tuesday. That can go in the green bin, but those only go in the purple bin on Mondays. And it was just like, that was like, okay, got one. They nailed it. Yep, that has gotten completely absurd.
so what is occupying your time right now? Like what are you doing in Portland? What are you up to?
God, I'm so bored, and the weather's really nice, so I'm just outside a lot. But our engineer does live engineering mixing for the Swans,
Mm.
and they're kind of on their those guys are like 60 something, noise band from the 80s, and so they're like touring hard because they might never tour again. They don't know,
Right.
maybe. So it's been really rough. I've been really like bored, and it's really depressing, to not, because we own a studio, and it's and I can go down there by myself or whatever, but
Now, do you still have the auditorium? The
yeah,
auditorium?
yeah, that's the studio.
I was going to ask because you have that new single you released in March, the Chauncey versus All the Girls in London.
Mm.
Is that like maybe a preview to a new album that's going to come out soon, or?
Yeah, that was mixed by me, and I'm not, I can get things to feel the way I want them to sonically for a mix, but if you crank that thing up next to big, really brilliantly produced records, it sounds like what it is. It's home garage spun punk, local guy mixed it, me, and so we'll
I love
probably
it.
get somebody who we really love their mixes, a mixer that we love their mixes better than we love my mixes,
Hmm.
and we'll do the proper record and remix that and maybe tinker on it some more. Yeah, that's just kind of where we're at. We got about 7 songs done-ish.
Okay.
I'd like to get a little more trippy Pete. What Pete does, he's sort of pedal trip guy, big stereo swirly stuff. So I'd like to get a little more Pete on here on like half of the tunes, and then Zia's like super synthy space noises, and she hasn't done any tracks of that. She's just played bass and get the groove going, kind of thing.
Do you ever use Skype to talk to people? Like people from home, maybe your family, like if you're on the road?
Yeah, of course, And I'm kind of, and I don't drag a lappy around with me around the world, so just on a little smartphone I just carry, and it's been the same for, I haven't upgraded the phone in years, 5, 6 years or something, but I had to upgrade Skype, of course, but yeah, and because I don't really care about having somebody be that big, but
Oh
but everybody else does. That I'm, like mom or whatever, it's like, they wanna have it and all that stuff. So I don't really care because I'm just talking and blabbing and set it up in my hotel room or whatever and just wander around and do my thing and talk and blab. But
no,
yeah,
it's great to have a face-to-face conversation. No matter where you are.
yeah, I guess
It's
so. You don't
cool.
really do that with a phone, do you? Do you ever
No.
just set it up and walk around and sit on the balcony and smoke a cigarette and look at Los Angeles or whatever and like just leave it on for an hour, 40 minutes or something? No, yeah, I guess you don't. Skype, you do. Everybody does, you know. You
Gotta
just
look.
set it up and leave it on and just chat. And it's like, you know,
What music are you listening to right now? Aside from the records you were talking about earlier, like, what are who are three modern bands like that have come out in the past like few years that you really dig?
um, well, the last, I still can't get over the last Cage the Elephant record. I just
Hmm.
so impressed with those kids. They went from being like a rap rock band to being like making Revolver. It's
Hmm.
just it's just such a cool record. I think the Temples record. I still love the Temples record. Uh, New bands. I really dig all of Shannon and the Clams records and the Shivas. Those are kind of my two favorite garage, psych rock bands. Um, Anton's new record, the Jonestown record, is great. Joel from the Jonestown. I don't know if his record's come out yet. Apple Bonkers.
I'm not
This
sure.
record, this record is amazing. It's so cool. I think it's my favorite thing that any of those guys have put out for a few years. It's Jonestown-ish, but Joel doesn't sing like any of us or our peers. He doesn't
Mm.
sing at all like the Black Angels or like Anton or Matt Hollywood or me or Brent or he doesn't sing like any of us. Um,
Courtney,
okay,
thank you
cool. Well, it's
so
good to meet you, and
much.
hopefully we'll be in Philly.
Yeah, please come to Philly. I want to see you play, but if not, I'll come to New York.